Hello, this is Matt Cannon with my thoughts of the day. Out here in nature, I want to share a few things that I've been contemplating. And what I want to talk about today is the power of negative thinking. You may have heard before the power of positive thinking, but I want to talk today about the power of negative thinking. And the science on it is very, very much not good. And it shouldn't be surprising that negative thinking is something that we should avoid. But when you understand and you learn more about the science of how much it harms you when you have negative thinking, that's a powerful thing. So what I want to share with you is I was watching this interview the other day, and it was this guy named Trevor Mowat, and he was on, I'm pronouncing his name wrong, I'm sure, but he was on Tom Bilyeu's show, Impact Theory, and he was talking about when we say something out loud, it's like 10 times more powerful on our mind than if we just think it. So if you say something out loud, it's 10 times more powerful. This is on science. This is out of Georgetown. There's been actually research studies that have studied this. And he says when you have negative things, it's 4 to 7 times more powerful than, say, positive thinking. So think about that for a minute. When you verbalize and speak out loud, it's 10 times more powerful than if you think something. And if it's negative words, emotions have a 4 to 7 times more impact than, say, positive or non-negative things. So what he does, and this Trevor Mowat, he's like a coach. He helps teams, professional athletes with their mindset. And what he does is he comes alongside them, and one of the things he'll do is he'll, rather than try to get them to have positive thinking, he'll just try to remove from their vocabulary, remove from them saying out loud negative things. Because he realizes the science shows how powerful negative verbalization and speaking and thinking is. They're really bad for you. And so what I want to challenge you on, just for the next week, is to be very careful about what you say. You obviously should be careful about what you think too, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What you're thinking often is what comes out of your mouth. So you got to be careful there what you think. But you just have an exercise where you are very careful about what you say and just see what the difference is. Like when you have a negative thought and you're about to say it, just hold your tongue. I mean, it's just try it for a week and see what the difference will be. Now, a week is a short period of time, of course, but my hope is that when you try it for a week, you'll find yourself getting to a place of just opportunities, and you're going to feel a lot better, and then maybe you'll extend it longer. But I know, like a lot of habits, when you start a habit out, it's hard at first, but just try not to say it out loud. And one thing I think is even people who joke, like I'm a joker and sometimes I say things in a joking manner, but you have to be really careful what you say because your words are powerful. The other thing he was talking about was imagination. And he says your brain doesn't know the difference between an imagined reality and an actual reality. So when you're imagining things, you're actually creating reality. And so I want you to try two things. Not only don't say something negative, this is kind of like the inversion on what you're not going to do. You're going to focus on what you're going to avoid and just cut it out. And then at the same time, simultaneously, start imagining things that you want more of in your life. Now, it may sound a little bit like, is this really going to work, or is this practical? And I just want you to take expectations off the table for a few and just try it. And when you try it and you do it, you're going to find that things are going to start falling into place for you. Things are going to start working out. You're going to find yourself experiencing things that you would have had no expectation of previously. But imagination is a powerful thing. It's one of those wonders of the world that a lot of people don't realize it. Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge, and that's a powerful statement from a smart man. And so today and throughout the rest of this week, whenever you see this, think about positive things, but also be aware of the power of negative thinking. It's often hard to fill a void with positive, but it's not that hard to just say, I'm not going to speak negativity. I'm not going to say it, because the science shows that it's 10 times more powerful when you say something out loud, and negativity is a 4 to 7 time multiplier on top of that. So negative words have a lot of power. So instead of saying words like I can't do this, or I'm not capable of that, or things are going to turn out bad, you know, the nature is going to drive us to have everything bad happen before it even happens. So our imagination oftentimes goes down a negative trail, and then we verbalize and speak that negativity, and then we're surprised, or we just expect it to happen, and then we wonder why things aren't working out. Try to really be laser focused and disciplined not to say something negative. Just don't let any negative speech come out of your mouth. This is good for you internally, it's good spiritually, it's good emotionally, but the science behind it is super interesting, super powerful. When you realize that negative words, visualized, verbalized, and just spoken, how much they can impact your life. On the flip side, imagination, anything that happens in real life has to be imagined first. So start imagining good things for your life. Start avoiding and just don't speak. You may not be able to always control your thoughts, but you can control your words. You can control what you speak. So just don't speak it. Try it for a week, and my hope for you is that after you try it for a week, you'll get energized by it, appreciate it. You'll start seeing things working out well in your life, and you'll move beyond that and go into not doing it ever again. And that's doable. It is totally doable. And so these are my thoughts of the day. This is Matt Cannon, signing out.